Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis. It's in the county, Sliver is in the state of Tennessee. And today's date is early Monday morning, February the 13th, 2017. Time 3:20 a.m. I'm a little behind on time. But, first, I want to say thank you to all my fans, my support for the team, encouragement, support, continue to keep myself employed right here in the Memphis tri-state area. Continue I'll continue to further my education and work hard online, pursuing my associate degree, studying business administration, construction marketing. Now, the music you hear in the background, that's the African Nation of Botswana, the African Nation of Botswana, and music streaming. And that's radio Botswana RB1, FM 89.9, Gaborone, Botswana. Now, I'm going to do my Instagram right quick. Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis, in the county city in the state of Tennessee. And today's date is early Monday morning, February 13, 2017. Time 3:23 a.m. And I want to say thank you first to all my fans, my support, playing the team, encouraging support. And the music here in the background is the African Nation of Botswana, African Nation of Botswana. Music streaming, and this radio Botswana RB1, FM 89.9, and got the warning Botswana. want to first say thank you to God for all His blessings. I want to thank God for all His blessings and His guidance. And also, I want to say thank you to all the men and women serving the United States Armed Forces around the world. You know, them and their family and our thoughts and our prayers. We thank all the men and women serving in law enforcement. You know, them and their families in our thoughts and our prayers. Also, all our elected officials, all our public servants, all the men and women that are working for our state and local government, them and their families in our thoughts and prayers. And we want to always thank, we want to thank the United States, we want to thank God for guiding the United States government to pass laws to keep us safe in our homes, in our neighborhoods, our districts, our communities. And we want to say thank you for the United States government to pass laws such as the Organized Crime Control Act, as well as the Racketeer Influence Corrupt Organization Act, as well as the Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Act, as well as other related laws. Thank the United States government for the comprehensive anti-gang initiative, as well as the comprehensive gang model. Thank the United States government for the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. I want to thank the United States government for the National Youth Gang Center, as well as the National Gang Center. We thank the United States government for all that they do to try to deter and prevent crime and gangs, organized crime. And we just want to say thank you to God first for all that God does to bless us. And I'm not going to be long on Instagram. And I'm going to get ready to end my Instagram. And till the next time, till the next video, take care of yourself. This is your money, baby. Now I'm getting ready to do my Facebook Live. Hello, everybody. My name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine, right here in the city of Memphis, in the county city in the state of Tennessee. Today's date is early, Monday morning, February 13th, 2017, time 3:34 a.m. I want to first say thank you to all my family and support for your continued encouragement and support. And the music you hear in the background is the African Nation by Swane. The African Nation by Swane. And I'm using streaming. And that's radio by Swane, RB1, FM 89.9, Gaborone by Swane. So we say hello to everybody by Swane as well as everyone listening. I'm a little behind on my time today. I'm behind. So right now I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. And on today's video, we're gonna continue to talk about African traditional religion. African traditional religion is being taught at institutions of higher learning, meaning colleges and universities in sub-Saharan Africa. You can earn a master's degree, PhD, studying African traditional religion. Now, what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna look at a map and now this is a African language distribution map, and it shows you that the people that live on the continent are in the language that they speak. Now that blue color represents the Afro-Asiatic, the yellow color represents the Nilo-Saharan, the dark orange color represents the Niger-Congo A, and the light orange color represents the Niger-Congo B, the Bantu. As you can see, the blue color represents the Afro-Asiatic, the yellow color represents the Nilo-Saharan, and orange color represents the Niger-Congo A. The light orange color represents the Niger-Congo B, the Bantu. And that green color represents two groups of people. It represents two groups of people. The Quay people, that are pastoralists, and the Sand people, that are hunter-gatherers. The hunter-gatherers. And also, over on the island of Madagascar, the Austronesians, that purple lavender color. The people that live in Indonesia, they migrated from Indonesia, and they colonized, settled on the island of Madagascar. They're not the original inhabitants of the island of Madagascar. Now, this is a Niger-Congo language distribution map. Now, the Niger-Congo language, the primary branch, Volta Congo, and South Volta, Bantu, Bantu over beside Bantu, your other East Binu Congo, your West Binu Congo, your Quay, your North Volta, Kru, Sanufo, your Girl Volta languages, your Adamay when you Bunjin language, your other primary branch, your Kordofan, your Mandi, your Atlantic, and your Dogon. Now, this is a Niger-Congo language distribution map. Now, your Atlantic branch, your Bolo, your Fule, your Mandi, Bambari, Malika, Manika, Dayule, and your Kru, your Gur, Morlang, your Quay, Bali, Akan, and Iwa, your Dogon, Ajoa, your Adamay, your Bunjin language, your Baye, Banda, and Zandi, your Kordofanians, your non-Bantu, Yaruba, and Igbo, your Bantu, Fang, Tiki, Lengale, Mungo, and Kundu, Congo, your Choki, your Lube, your Luganda, Rwanda, Rundi, Sakume, and Kikuyu, your Bantu, Swahili, Makawe, and Yanjang, Bembe, Shone, Tsange, your Northern Soto, Zulu, Southern Soto, Kosa, Tswane, and Dage Umbundu. There are many other Niger-Congo speaking groups of people that are not listed on this map. Now, this is a map of this is an Afro-Asiatic language distribution map. Afro-Asiatic language distribution map. Now, your Afro-Asiatic language consists of your Berber, Chadic, Cushitic, Egyptian, Omotic, and your Semitic. So that's the Afro-Asiatic. This is a Nilo-Saharan language distribution map. Nilo-Saharan language distribution map. Nilo-Saharan language. Luo, Kanuri, Songhay, Tiso, Nubian, Nubare, Nandan, Marwila languages, Lango, Dinka, Acholi, Nua, Maasai, and Gambe, Fur, and Tubu, and that's your Nilo-Saharan language. Now, we've been reading from books, African traditional religion, and books we've been reading from. One book, the first book we've been reading from, titled West African Traditional Religion, written by Dr. Joseph Omasene Malelu, Dr. P. Adalumo Pemu. The next book we've been reading from is titled African Traditional Religion Definition, written by Dr. E. Malojai Adogu. And also another book we've been reading from titled African Religions and Philosophy, written by Dr. John S. M.B. Another book we've been reading from titled Concepts of God in Africa, written by Dr. John S. M.B. Now, we continue to look up, to go online and to look these words up. That's that are very serious because of people's behavior and their conduct, and such as the word gang and mob, uh, thug, goon, uh, boss, and pimp and hoe. We look these words up. Ass, uh, bitch, uh, fuck, and shit. Now we look these words up, and we find out that the majority of words are European words. European groups of people that live in Europe and the European language. And a lot of times the words, the way we apply the words, is not really what the original meaning of the word is. And so when you investigate the word, you get the complete and total meaning of the words. You find out that's not what the word means, but that's how it's being applied. It really is being misapplied, and people are being misled and being deceived uh, by individuals who are not giving you the right meaning, we're giving you the wrong. So we look these words up now. I have Merriam-Webster dictionary. And I also have a Merriam-Webster thesaurus. But as you know, I mean, it's good to have a Merriam-Webster dictionary and thesaurus, but it's a little bit limited for what we want to do. So we go online. So we go online and we go to the website, the Merriam-Webster.com, and also we go to dictionary.com and thesaurus.com, and we look these words up. So like I said, we look these words up. So we're gonna go to the website. Now, the first word we're going to look up is argument and also argue. Uh, you have a valid argument. You have an invalid argument. You have a deductive argument and an inductive argument. You have a conductive argument and you have an abductive argument. You have a sound argument and you have an unsound argument. Then you also have other kinds of arguments. You have a defeasible argument. You have a transitional argument. You have a transcendental argument. You also have a practical argument. And then you also have an Aristotelian or adversarial argument. And you also have a Rogerian or consensus argument. And you also have a Rogerian or Tolman and classical argument. Now you also have a premise, a conclusion, a reference, and research. And like I said, a practical argument. But let's go to the website. Now you have an argument. Let's get the pronunciation. We're on Merriam-Webster Dictionary and Thesaurus. We're on dictionary right now. Get the pronunciation. Argument. Argument. Now the definition of argument. Number 1A, the act or process of arguing, reasoning, or discussing. B, a coherent series of reasons, statements, or facts intended to support or establish a point of view. C, an angry quarrel or disagreement. Number 2A, a reason given for or against a matter under discussion. B, a form of rhetorical expression intended to convince or persuade. 3, an abstract or summary, especially of a literary work. Number 4, the subject matter, especially of a literary work. Number 5A, mathematics, one of the independent variables upon whose value that of a function depends. B, grammar, a substantive direct object of a transfer verb that is required by predicate in grammar. C, mathematics, amplitude. 6, obsolete and outward sign. Now, you have examples of argument in a sentence. You have the origin and etymology of argument. And when it comes to etymology, I know all the little girls and little boys, you understand, what etymology, etymology is a branch of linguistics. We refer to Wikipedia. Linguistics is the scientific study of language and involves an analysis of language form, language meaning, and language in context. The earliest activities in the documentation and description of language have been attributed to the 4th century BCE Indian grammarian Panini, who wrote a formal description of the Sanskrit language in his Now, as you know, etymology falls up under the linguistics department, and you have theoretical linguistics, and you also have descriptive linguistics. That's where you find etymology. It comes up under descriptive linguistics. Just click etymology. Now, etymology is the study of the history of words, their origins, and how their form and meaning have changed over time. By extension, the term, the etymology of a word means the origin of a particular word. So that's what etymology and linguistics. Click back over here. Now, the origin and etymology of argument is Middle English from Anglo-French, from Latin argumentum. First known use, 14th century. Now you have argument defined for English language learners and argument defined for kids and law dictionary. Now I'm going to click over here to the Merriam-Webster Thesaurus. Now, Merriam-Webster Thesaurus, you have the synonyms and antonyms of argument. The Merriam-Webster website, they don't. When you go to the thesaurus, they don't have the pronunciation. Now let's click over here to dictionary.com. Get the pronunciation. We're on dictionary.com. Argument. Now, it's a noun. Number 1, an oral disagreement, verbal opposition, contention, altercation. Number 2, a discussion involving different points of view, debate. 3, a process of reasoning, series of reasons. Number 4, a statement, reason or fact for or against a point. Number 5, an address or composition intended to convince or persuade. Number 6, subject matter, theme. Number 7, an abstract or summary of the major points in a work of prose or poetry or a section of such a work. Now the origin of argument, Old French, Middle English, Latin, 1325, 1375, Latin argumentum. Now you have examples from the web for argument. British Dictionary definition for argument. You have word origin and history for argument. Even argument and technology. Idioms and phrases for argument. Now let's click over at thesaurus.com. Now thesaurus.com, they give you pronunciation. Argument. Now you have synonym for argument, anonym for argument. You also have some related words to argument. And over to your right, word origin and history. Argument, late 14th century statements and reasoning in support of a proposition, from French argument, from Latin argumentum, from argue. And you also have example synonym for argument. Now let's click back over here to Merriam-Webster. Argue. Now, let's get the pronunciation. We're on the Merriam-Webster website. Excuse me. Argue. Now, the definition of argue, intransitive verb, number 1, to give reason for or against something. Number 2, to contend or disagree in words. Okay, the first one was reason. Number 2 is dispute. Transitive verb, number 1, to give evidence of, indicate. Number 2, to consider the pros and cons of, discuss. Number 3, to prove or try to prove by giving reason, maintain. Number 4, to persuade by giving reason, induce. You have examples of arguing in a sentence. Now the origin and etymology of argue. Middle English from Anglo-French argue. To reprove, argue, and Latin argue. To demonstrate, prove, Anglo-French. First known use 14th century. You have some related phrases related to argue. Argue defined for English language learners. Argue defined for kids. Law dictionary. And let's click over here to Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Now you have synonyms and antonyms of argue. Excuse me. Okay, let's click over here to dictionary.com. Let's get the pronunciation of argue. Dictionary.com. Argue. Okay, a verb used without an object. Number 1, to present reason for or against a thing. Number 2, to contend in oral disagreement, dispute. Now you have verb used with object. Number 3, to state the reason for or against. Number 4, to maintain in reasoning. Number 5, to persuade, drive, etc. by reasoning. Number 6, to show, prove, imply, indicate. Now the origin of argue, Old French, Middle English, Latin, 1275, 1325, Middle English, Anglo-French, Old French, Latin, argutere, frequentive of argue, to prove, assert, accuse. Medieval Latin, argue, reason. Okay, you have examples from the web for arguing, British Dictionary definition for argue. Now the word origin and history for argue. And let's click over at thesaurus.com. Get the pronunciation. Argue. Now you have the synonyms for argue. And you also have antonyms for argue. And there's some more related words to argue. Now over here to the right, you have the word origin in history. Argue, 13th century. From old French argue. From Latin, argutere, to pattern frequency of argue, to make clear, demonstrate. And also you have example sentences for argue. So I click back over here. Take a look at the word gain. That's the main word we want to continue to place emphasis on, gain. So let's go to Merriam-Webster Dictionary and Thesaurus. Excuse me. Excuse me. Gain. Let's get the pronunciation.
Gang.
Gain. The definition of gain. Scotland. Intransitive verb. Go. Now the origin, etymology of gain. Middle English from Old English, ganging, akin to Lithuanian zinc type, to strive, first known use before the 12th century. Gain. Now, definition of gain. Number one, a set of articles, outfit, a gang of oars, a combination of similar implements or devices arranged for convenience to add together, a gang of saws. B, group, such as one, a group of persons working together. Number two, a group of persons working to unlawful or antisocial ends, especially ban the antisocial adolescents. Number two, a group of persons having informal and usually close social relations, watching TV with a gang. Now you have examples of gang in the sentence, the origin, etymology of gang. Middle English, walking, journey, from Old English, akin to Old English, ganging, first known use 14th century. Gang as a verb, definition of gang, transitive verb. Number one, A, to assemble or operate simultaneously as a group. B, to arrange in or produce as a gang. Number two, to attack in a gang. Intransitive verb, to move or act as a gang. Origin and etymology of gang. C, gang. Number two, first known use 1791. Gang defined for English language learners. Now you have gang defined for kids. Now the law dictionary, gang is a noun. The legal definition of gang, a group of persons associating for antisocial and often criminal purposes and activities. And then click over the thesaurus, the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. You have synonyms and antonyms of gang. Now let's click over here to dictionary.com. Let's get the pronunciation.
Gang.
Gang. Now it's a noun. Number one, a group or band. Number two, a group of youngsters or adolescents who associate closely, often exclusively, or social reaspects, such a group engaged in delinquent behavior. Number three, a group of people with compatible tastes or mutual interests who gather together for social reasons. Number four, a group of persons working together, squadship. Number five, a group of persons associated for some criminal or other antisocial purpose. Number six, a set of tools, electronic components or circuits, or arranged to work together or simultaneously. Number seven, a group of identical or related items. Number eight, verb used with object, to arrange in groups or sets form into a gang. Number nine, to attack in a gang. Number 10, verb used without object, to form or act as a gang. Verb phrase. Number 11, gang up on. Now the origin of gang, Middle English, Old English, 1300, 1350. Middle English, Old English, gang, gone, manner of going, way, a passage. Cognate with Old High German, gang, Old Norse, ganger, Gothic, gang. Now you have an example from the web for gang, the British Dictionary, definition for gang, word origin, history for gang. let's click over here to the thesaurus.com. Let's get the pronunciation. Gang. Now you have synonym for gang and antonym for gang, and you have some related words to gang. Now over here to the right, you have word origin and history. Gang, Old English gone, a going, journey, away, passage, and Old Norse ganger, a group of men is said both from gang. Okay. Set an article that you take the gang. Okay. Then click expand here. Now, we are over here on word origin and history on gang, thesaurus.com. And come to Birmingham from 1630, the word was being used with disapproval overtone for any band of persons traveling together. A gangway preserves the original sense of word as does gang plank, replacing earlier gang board to gang up on, and so on. And then you also have example sentences for gang. So let's click back over here to Merriam-Webster. Let's look up gangster. Merriam-Webster dictionary. Merriam-Webster dictionary, get the pronunciation.
Gangster.
Gangster. Now the definition of gangster, a member of a gang of criminals, racketeer. First known use of gangster, 1884. Now you have gangster defined for English language learners, gangster defined for kids. The law dictionary, gangster is a member of a gang of criminals. Now we click over here to Merriam-Webster's thesaurus. It's a noun. You have synonyms and antonyms of gangster. So let's click over here to dictionary.com. Get the pronunciation.
Gangster.
Gangster. Number one is a noun, a member of a gang of criminals, especially a racketeer. Now the origin of gangster, 1895, 1900. 1895, 1900. Americanism, gang plus stir. Gang plus stir. Then you have some synonym, mobster, hoodlum, crook, thug, hood, goon. Then you have examples from the web for gangster. You have the British Dictionary definition for gangster. Word origin and history for gangster. American English from gang in its criminal sense plus stir. Slang definition and phrase for gangster. And let's click over here to thesaurus.com. Now let's get the pronunciation.
Gangster.
gangster. Now you have synonym for gangster. You have anonym for gangster, and you have some related words to gangsters. Now look over here to your right, word origin and history. Gangster, 1896, American English from gang in its criminal sense. Gangland is from 1912, and so on. Okay, then you have example sentences for gangster. Now let's click back over here to Merriam-Webster. Mob. Let's get the pronunciation.
Mob.
Mob. Now, the definition of mob, number one, a large or disorderly crowd, especially one bent on rioting or destructive action. Number two, the lower classes of a community. Number three, chiefly Australian, a flock, drove, or herd of animals. Number four, a criminal set, gang, especially often capitalized. Number five, inform, a group of people, a crowd. You have examples of mob in a sentence. You have the origin, etymology of mob. Latin, mobile, bogus, facilitating crowd, first known use, 1688. Then you have synonym discussion of mob. You have mob as a verb, definition of mob, transitive verb, to crowd about an attack or ignore. Number two, to crowd into or around. Examples of mob in a sentence, first known use of mob, 1696. Now you have mob defined for English language learners. Mob as a verb. Mob defined for kids. Mob definition for students. So on and so forth. And then click over here to the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Now you have mob is a noun. You have synonyms and antonyms of mob. And click over here to dictionary.com. And get the pronunciation.
Mob.
Mob. Now, it's a noun. Number one, a disorderly or riotous crowd of people. Number two, a crowd bent on or engaged in lawless violence. Number three, any group or collection of persons or things. Number four, the common people, the massive populace or multitude. Number five, a criminal gang, especially one involved in drug trafficking, extortion. Number six, the mob, mafia. Number seven, socializing, a group of persons stimulating one another to excitement and losing ordinary rational control over their activity. Now, adjective 9 of relating to characteristics of a lawless, irrational, disorderly, or riotous crowd. Number 10, directed at or reflecting the lowest intellectual level of the common people. Verb used with object. Number 11, to crowd around noisily as from curiosity or hostility. Number 12, to attack any riotous mob. Number 13, foxhunting, to chop. Now you got the origin of mob. 1680, 1690, short for Latin, mobile, bogus, the movable, changeable, inconstant, common people. Now you have an example from a web for mob, British dictionary, definition for mob, word origin, history for mob. Then you have some slang definition phrases. Now let's click over here to thesaurus.com.
Mob.
Mob, get the pronunciation. Now you have synonym for mob, you have antonym for mob, and you also have words related to mob. Now over here to your right, word origin and history. Mob, 1680, disorderly part of the population, rabble, slang, shortening of mobile. Mobility, common people, populace, rabble. From Latin, mobile, bogus, fickle, common people. The 16th century in English. Then you have an example sentence for mob. So let's click back over here to Merriam-Webster. Mobster. Mobster. Let's get the pronunciation.
Mobster.
Mobster. Definition of mobster: a member of a criminal gang. Examples of mobster in the sentence: the first known use of mobster, 1917. Now you have mobster defined for English language learners. And click over to the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. It's a noun. We have synonyms and antonyms of mobster. And let's go over here to the dictionary.com. Let's get the pronunciation.
Mobster.
Mobster is a noun. Number one, a member of a criminal mob. Origin of mobster, 1915, 1920. Americanism, mob plus stir. Mob plus stir. Example from the web for mobster. You have the British Dictionary definition for mobster. You have word origin and history for mobster. 1916 for mob. Now in the criminal sense, plus stir. Slang definition and phrase for mobster. Now let's go over to thesaurus.com. Get the pronunciation.
Mobster.
Mobster. Now you have synonym for mobster. You have anonym for mobster. And you also have some words that are related to mobster. Now let's go over to the word origin and history. Mobster, 1917, from mob in the criminal sense, plus stir. Now you have example sentence for mobster. Now let's click back over here and go over to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. And look up the word thug. Now let's get the pronunciation.
Thug.
Thug. Now the definition of thug: a brutal ruffian or assassin, a gangster or thug. Now related to thug, now you have examples of thug in the sentence. You have the origin and etymology of thug. Hindi and Urdu, thag, literally thief. First known use, 1810. Thug defined for English language learners. You have thug defined for kids. Now you have the Merriam-Webster. Let's click over to the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Thug is a noun. You have synonyms and antonyms of thug. So let's click over here to the dictionary.com. Let's get the pronunciation.
Thug.
Thug. Number one, thug is a noun. Number one, a cruel or vicious ruffian, robber, or murderer. Number two, sometimes initial capital letter, one of a formal group of professional robbers and murderers in India who strangle their victims. The origin of thug, Hindi, 1800 to 1810. Hindi, thag, literal rogue or cheat. We have examples from the web for thug. The British Dictionary definition for thug, and word origin and history for thug. Okay, let's go over here to thesaurus.com. Now you get the pronunciation.
Thug.
Thug. Now you have synonym for thug. You have antonyms for thug. Now you have more words related to thug. Now over here to your right, you have the word origin and history. Thug, 1810, member of a gang of murderers and robbers in India who strangled their victims. From Maratha, Thang, that cheek swindler, Hinda, Thang. Okay. Now let's click back over here to Merriam-Webster. Goon. Now let's get the pronunciation. We on Merriam-Webster dictionary. Let's get the pronunciation.
Goon.
Goon. Now the definition of goon: number one, a stupid person. Number two, A man hired to terrorize or eliminate opponents. B, enforcer. Now you have examples of goon in a sentence. Now the origin and etymology of goon, probably short for English dialect, Goonie simpleton, first known use 1921. Now you have goon defined for English language learners. Now let's click over here to the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. It's a noun. Goon is a noun, and synonyms and antonyms of goon. Let's click over here to dictionary.com.
Goon.
Get the pronunciation. We're on dictionary.com. Get the pronunciation. Goon. It's a noun. Number one, inform a hired hoodlum or thug. Number two, slang. A stupid, foolish, or awkward person. B, a roughneck. Now the origin of goon, 1920-25, short for dialect goonie, variant or obsolete goon simpleton, influenced by the comic strip character Alice the Goon in the series Thimble Theater by E.C. Seeger, 1894-1930, American cartoons. Now you have examples from the web for goon. You have the British Dictionary definition for goon, word origin and history for goon, slang definition, and phrases for goon. And to click over here, thesaurus.com. Okay, let's get we're on thesaurus.com. Let's get the pronunciation for goon.
Goon.
Goon. Now you have synonyms for goon. You have antonyms for goon. You also have words related to goon. And let's look over to the word over here to your right. Your word origin and history. Goon, 1921, a stupid person. From Goonie simpleton, 1580, of unknown origin but applied by sailors to the albatross and similar big clumsy birds, 1839. A sense of hired thug, first recorded 1938, in reference to Union beef squads used to cow strikers in the Pacific Northwest, probably from Alice the Goon, slow-witted and muscular but gentle nature character in Thimble Theater comic strip, starring Popeye by E.C. Seeger, 1894-1938. And then you also had a British comedian Spike Milligan's The Goon Show, what are now juvenile delinquents. Okay, now click back over to Merriam-Webster. Now we done looked up some of the serious words like the most serious word gang and stir and mob and stir and thug and goon. Now there's some other words that I encourage everyone to look up: hooligan, ruffian, other words like that. What I'm gonna do now is some words we're gonna look up. Like we looked them up yesterday in my previous video. Ass, bitch, fuck, and I left out shit. But we're gonna look up shit today, and you can look up damn and hell. Also. Let's go to we're on Merriam-Webster dictionary. Now, when we come back next week, we're gonna look up some more words. We're gonna look up some more words that's called, some more serious words like race, such words like black, white, you understand, color, nigger, honking. We're gonna look up these words. So I'm letting everybody know ahead of time. So by the time next week comes, you've been to look the words up. But so I'm letting you know we're gonna look the word nigger up on race, tribe, some of these words. Okay, we on Merriam-Webster dictionary. Ass. Let's get the pronunciation. Ass. Now, it's a noun. Definition of ass. Number one, in several hardy, gregarious, African or Asian, perissodactyl mammals, smaller than the horse and having long ears, especially in African mammals. That is the ancestor of the donkey. Number two, informal plus impolite, a stupid, obstinate, or perverse person. A pompous ass, made an ass of himself, often compounded with the preceding adjective, don't be a smart ass. Excuse me. Now the origin and etymology of ass. Middle English, from Old English, assa, probably from Old Irish, asane, from Latin, asinus. Then you have some ass as a noun definition of ass. Number one, a informal like buttocks, often using emphatic reference to a specific person. Get your ass over here. B, informal plus impolite anus. Number two, often sexual intercourse. Now you have the origin etymology as Middle English, R's, ears, from Old English, ears, akin to Old High German, and Old Norse, R's, buttocks, Greek, Orhus, buttocks. Definition of ass, adverb. Now you have the origin etymology as. Then you have phrases related to ass. Ass defined for kids, or definition of ass for students, and so on and so on. So they click over into the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Ass is a noun. You have synonyms and antonyms of ass. So they click over here to the dictionary.com. Get the pronunciation. Ass. Now, number one, a long-eared, slow-paced, short-footed, domesticated mammal. Equus, a sinus related to the horse, used chiefly as a beast of burden. Number two, any wild species of the genus Equus as the onager. Number three, a stupid, foolish, or stubborn person. The origin of ass, Middle English, Old Irish, and Latin. Okay, you have related forms and origin. Example from the web for ass. British dictionary definition for ass. Word origin. Old English, Old Irish, Latin, Greek. Ass, not word origin. Word origin and history for ass. Slang definition phrase for ass. Related abbreviation for ass. Then you also had ass in the Bible. Then idioms and phrases with ass. Okay, let's click over to thesaurus.com. And get the pronunciation. Ass. Now you have synonyms for ass, antonyms for ass, and you have words related to ass. And over here to your word origin, over here on your right. Word origin and history. Ass, a beast of burden. Old English, ass, old Northumbrian, ass, asshole. From old Celt, ass, and donkey, which was German, Essel, Goth, Asilius, and probably Middle Eastern origin, Sumerian, answer, and so on. So, and then you have example sentence for ass. Okay, let's click over here to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. You're gonna look up bitch. Okay, we're on Merriam-Webster dictionary, and we're looking up bitch. Okay, let's get the pronunciation.
Bitch.
Bitch. Now, definition of bitch. Now, bitch is a noun. Now, definition of bitch: number one, the female of the dog or some other carnivorous mammals. Number two, A, often offensive, a lewd or immoral woman. B, often offensive, a malicious, spiteful, or overbearing woman, sometimes used as a generalized term of abuse. Number three, something that is extremely difficult, objectionable, or unpleasant. Number four, complaint. Now you have examples of bitch in a sentence. Now the origin etymology of bitch, Middle English, bitcha, from Old English, bitchin. Okay. First known use before 12th century. Then you have bitch as a verb. Examples of bitch in a sentence, origin etymology of bitch, first known use 1675. Bitch defined for English language learners. Bitch defined for kids. And female dog. Medical dictionary for bitch. Medical dictionary of the female of the dog or some other carnivorous mammal. Now, Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Bitch is a noun. You have synonyms and antonyms of bitch. So let's click over here to dictionary.com. Now let's get the pronunciation. Bitch. Now, that's a noun. Number one, a female dog. Number two, a female or canine generally. Number three, slang. A malicious, unpleasant, selfish person, especially a woman. B, a lewd woman. C, disparaging and offensive any woman. Number four, slang. A person who is submissive or subservient to someone, usually in a humiliating way. Number five, slang. A man who willingly or unwillingly submits to the will and control of a dominant partner in a sexual relationship, especially with another man. B, a gay man who assumes a passive or female role in a sexual relationship. 6, slang. A complaint. B, anything difficult or unpleasant. C, anything memorable, especially something exceptionally good. Verb used without object, settle slang to complain, right. Number 8, verb used with object, slang to spoil, follow, sometimes followed by up. Then you have idioms, sit, ride, bitch. Now the origin of bitch, Middle English, Old English. Before 1000 Middle English, bitch, Old English. Bitch, kind of with Old Norse. Big, bitch. you have the British Dictionary definition for bitch, word, origin, and history for bitch, slang, definition of phrase for bitch. Now let's click over at thesaurus.com. Get the pronunciation.
Bitch.
Bitch. Now you have synonyms for bitch. You got antonyms for bitch. You got words related to bitch. Now word over here to your right, word, origin, and history. Bitch, Old English. Bitch, probably from Old Norse. Bitch, Juna, female of the dog also. Then you have some, well, so let's click back over here to Merriam-Webster. Let's get the word fuck. Okay, we're on Merriam-Webster dictionary to get the pronunciation.
Fuck.
Fuck. Okay, the definition there's a verb. Definition of fuck and transfer verb. Number one, usually obscene, copulate. Number two, usually vulgar, mess, used with. Transfer verb. Number one, usually obscene, to engage in courtesy with, sometimes used interjectionally with an object. Is a personal or reflexive pronoun to express anger, contempt, or disgust. Number two, usually vulgar, to deal with unfairly or harshly, cheat or screw. Now the origin etymology of fuck, akin to Dutch, fucking, to breed cattle. Swedish dialect, fucker, to copulate, first known use, 14th century. Excuse me. Then you have fuck as a noun, first known use of fuck, 1680, phrase related to fuck, so on and so forth. Now let's click over to the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Now, over here on Merriam-Webster thesaurus, it tells you the word you enter isn't in the thesaurus. Click on the spelling suggestion below or try again using the search bar above. Okay, let's click over to dictionary.com. Get the pronunciation.
Fuck.
Fuck. Word order use is alert. For many people, word fuck is extremely vulgar, considered improper and taboo in all of its senses. Even some various forms of the word primarily as non-literal slangs and increasingly. Okay, verb used with object. Number one, to have sexual intercourse with. Number two, slang, to treat unfairly or harshly. Verb used without object. Number three, to have sexual intercourse. Number four, slang, to meddle, usually followed by around or with. Interjection five, slang, used to express anger, disgust, peremptory rejection, etc., often followed by a pronoun, as you or it. Noun, number six, an act of sexual intercourse. Number seven, a partner in sexual intercourse. Eight, slang, a person, especially one who is annoying or contemptible. Number nine, the fuck, slang, used as an intensifier, especially with questions. Expressing, okay. Verb phrasing. Number 10, fuck around, slang. A, to behave in a frivolous or meddlesome way. B, to engage in promiscuous sex. Number 11, fuck off, slang. A, to shirk one's duty and malinger. B, go away, used as an exclamation of impatience. C, to waste time. 12, fuck up, slang. A, to bungle or botch, ruin. B, to act stupidly or carelessly, cause trouble, mess up. Idioms. 13, give a fuck. Okay. Now the origin of fuck, 1495, 1505. Akin to Middle Dutch, fucking, to thrust, copulate with. Swedish dialect, fucker, to copulate with, strike, push, fuck, penis. Now, okay, and then you have your British dictionary definition for fuck, word, origin, and history for fuck, slang definition, phrase for fuck, related abbreviations for fuck. So let's click over at thesaurus.com. get the pronunciation of fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. Now you have synonyms for fuck. You have antonyms for fuck. And then you also have a usage note. For many people, the word fuck is extremely vulgar, considered improper and taboo and all this and blah, 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 blah. And then you also have more related words to fuck. Now over here to your right, you have the word origin and history. Fuck a difficult word to trace, in part because it was taboo to the editors of the original Old English Dictionary, with the F volume was compiled 1893-97, written from older texts from early 16th Old English. Okay. Now let's look up the word shit. Let's get to the pronunciation.
Shit.
Shit. Now, definition of shit. Shit is a noun. Now, definition of shit. Number one, vulgar, feces. Number two, vulgar, an act of defecation. Number three, vulgar. A, nonsense, foolishness, crap. B, something of little value. C, trivial and usually boastful, inaccurate talk. D, stuff. Number four, vulgar, any of the several intoxicating or narcotic drugs, especially heroin. Number five, vulgar, damn. Number six, vulgar, a worthless, offensive, or detestable person. Number seven, vulgar. A, used as an interjection. B, used as an intensive, usually with. Okay, you have examples of shit in the sentence. Now the origin and etymology of shit. Middle English, shit from Old English. Skitting, akin to Old English. Shitting, to defecate. First known used circa 1526. You have shit as a verb. Now the origin and etymology of shit, alteration of early shite. From Middle English, shitting from Old English, skitting, kin to Old High German. Phrase of related to shit. So click over in the Merriam-Webster thesaurus. Now, when you go over to the Merriam-Webster thesaurus, you see the word shoot. S-H-O-O-T. It's a noun. So, okay, let's click over here to the dictionary.com. Pronunciation.
Shit.
Shit. That's a noun. Number one, excrement, feces. Number two, an act of defecating, evacuation. Number three, the shits, diarrhea. Number four, slang. Pretense, lies, exaggeration, or nonsense. Number five, slang. Something inferior or worthless. Number six, slang, a selfish, mean, or otherwise contemptible person. Number seven, slang. Narcotic drugs, especially heroin or marijuana. Then you have verb used without object, verb used with object, interjection, idioms. Now the origin of shit, Middle English, Old English, Middle Dutch, and Dutch. British Dictionary definition for shit. Word origin and history for shit. And so on and so forth. Now let's go over to thesaurus.com. And get the pronunciation.
Shit.
Shit. You have synonyms for shit. Now you don't have no antonyms for shit, but you have words related to shit. Now over here to your right, you have the word origin and history. Old English shitting from so on and so forth. So like I said, we get these words and we look these words up. And so words that, being used, people try to punish it for saying ass, bitch, fuck, and shit. especially little children, look these words up. The majority of these words are European words, Old English, certain things in nature. Now, what we're going to do right now, before we end today's video, we're going to go to God's Word. And people be talking about there ain't nothing wrong being in the game. Well, we're going to see what God had to say. Because we already know that God is the standard. And God ain't told nobody to be no gangster and no mobster, especially in the house of worship and outside the house of worship. Now I'm going to be reading from the King James Version of the Bible. And we're going to start at the Old Testament, but you can, there are many versions of the Bible. There are many versions of the Bible. Now, like I said, I'm reading from the King James Version of the Bible. We're going to start in the Old Testament, in the book of Genesis. Now we're going to be reading from chapter 6, starting in chapter 6. Person tell you nothing wrong with being in a gang, they lying. They lying. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair. And they took them wives of all of which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive a man, but that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that, putting emphasis on verse number 5. Like I said, we read from the book of Genesis, starting in chapter 6. We're in chapter 6. We started at verse number 1. And now right now we at verse number 5. And God saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and the creeping thing and the fowls of the earth, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generation. And Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled. And the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Room shalt thou make it in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou sit in the side thereof. With doors, second and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life, and from under heaven and everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife and thy son's wife with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. There shall be male and female, of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah according to all that God commanded him, so did he. Now, everybody is listening. You can read Genesis from chapter 1, and you will see that God does not tolerate disobedience. Now, The story that we just part that we just read, it continues chapter 7 and chapter 8 in the book of Genesis. Now we're going to go to the New Testament in the book of Matthew. God didn't tell nobody to be no gangster, no monster, no thug. Now, we're in the book of Matthew in the New Testament. And we're going to start our reading from chapter 5, the Beatitudes. In chapter 5, and seeing the multitudes, he went up into, we talking about Jesus. We talking about Jesus the Christ Jesus. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain. And when he was sick, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye, when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be sick, and be exceedingly glad. For great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets, which were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out, and to be trodden under foot of men. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and they give a light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am come to not to come to destroy, but to fulfill. But verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one title shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribe and Pharisees, you shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and therefore remember that thy brother hath aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Verily I say unto thee, thou shalt by no means come out of thence, till thou hast paid the uttermost farthing. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you, that whosoever look upon a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. It hath been said, Whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorce. But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, save for the cause of fornication, cause her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced, committeth adultery. Again, ye have heard that it have been said of them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shall perform unto the Lord thine oath. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whosoever more than these committeth cometh of evil. Ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, that you resist not evil. But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if any man will sue thee at the law, and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with them twain. Give to him that asketh thee, and for him that will borrow of thee turn not thy way. Ye have heard that it hath been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor, hate thy enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and send a rain on the just and on the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the public the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Now, time's sake, I'm going to have to stop there. But you continue to read the Beatitudes. It continues on in chapter 6 and chapter 7. And also you can go to the book of Luke. And you go to the book of Luke in chapter 6. Go to chapter 6 in the book of Luke. Starting at verse, well, you can read the whole chapter right there, whole chapter. And starting at verse number 20. Verse number 20, the Beatitudes in the book of Luke. Verse number 20 and all the way over to verse number 49. And like I said, you can't be in the house of worship. You can't be in the house of worship talking about you in a gang. You're talking about you a gang plus stir and mob plus stir. You a thug and a goon and all that. You can't be in the house of worship. And being specific, you can't be in no church of Christ. You can't be. So we're going to get ready to end today's video. Again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live right here in the city of Memphis. It's in the county of Shelby, in the state of Tennessee. And I thank all my family, my support for your continued encouragement and support. Until next time, take care of yourself, wish each and one of your very best, and keep God first.